Good afternoon, it's Lorna Wagner, Programme Manager for Careers and Outreach for Maritime UK, and this is your weekly update. So what's happened since the last time I spoke to you? Well, I was part of a panel for the UK Ports Conference in a session that was discussing attracting talent and people into port industries. And I'm hopeful that out of the back of that, we have talked about different ways that ports as employers can engage with their local schools, colleges, LEPs, local authorities, and how they can work with me to use the careers programme to facilitate that engagement. So that was great. Really interesting conversations at the end of last week about a possible project called Subs in Schools, which is something that's been hugely successful in Australia. And there is a steering group that already exists. They've done a little bit of work. They were hampered by COVID just at the point where they were going to launch their pilot. But I'm going to be getting involved with that and making sure that we look at subsea as a further industry as part of our careers activity. So watch this space because things could change there. This week, I have already today had a meeting with colleagues from the Port of Tyne. They offer a benefit to their employees of doing a day a year paid volunteering, but not as many people were taking up that option as they would like, and the port felt that one of the reasons for that might be that employees didn't know how to access appropriate volunteering opportunities. So we've been working together to encourage their employees to become industry ambassadors for us, and I ran a session for some interested people earlier on today, so that's really good. We've got a CPD session this week for careers advisors and leaders, and that's on design-based careers in maritime, so that one's going to be a little bit different. We've got a naval architect, we've got an architect who works on port infrastructure, and a design firm who have recently won an award for some of their safety equipment. So looking at maritime in a slightly different way. And then finally, the really big news is that the finalists for the apprenticeship awards were announced at the end of last week. So we, as I've said to you before, have 2 award categories which are being hosted by Maritime. And we have Apprentice of the Year and Apprentice Employer of the Year. The employer finalists are D Morgan PLC, PD Ports and the Royal Navy. And there's 3 finalists for Apprentice of the Year: Alexandra Cartmel from BAE Systems, Dylan Lindsay from DT Engineering in the Northwest, and Tom Saunders from the Marine Society and Sea Cadets. So really excited to see where that takes us. The awards ceremony is on the Friday in London International Shipping Week, live and virtual from Merseyside. So very much looking forward to that, and thrilled for our finalists for our first ever apprenticeship award categories. So that's it from me for this week. Short but sweet. I will talk to you again next week. Bye for now.